got it right in the end.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Returnable here for Davis. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ashton Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
46 to Mike, 46. You. Back's mine.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 49, guys. Mike, 49. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball. 49 to Mike. 49.
Darnold from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike's 49. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
1st down, Bills.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
The Bills' 1st down.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
57, Mike. Mike 57. Here we go again.
Now Allen again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
First and goal.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Allen to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On play action, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot. Quick dash. Go, go. Yo, ladies.
Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Defense, we'll check. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, man.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's 2nd and inches at the Jets' 33-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets nothing.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Right there. 54.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And again, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Darnold. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this carries into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The 29 on 2nd and 6. And Darnold just beating the play clock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. Bandit.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Allen's throw is complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out. It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A final shot before break. McKenzie. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Allen off the play fake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Bills first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9.
A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing now is Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
27 on the play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackled by Demarius Randall.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Devontae Freeman.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll look to run with Freeman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills continue to pour it on. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
For Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Good for a Jet.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a man who's now 3rd all-time in rush yards, Frank Gore. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. But Frank Gore kind of continuing his tour around the AFC East. Remember, he was with Miami in 2018. Played for his opponents in this ballgame, the Bills, in 2019. And now wears the green with the New York Jets here in 2020. Well-traveled. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now it's Darnold. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Griffin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Three bud. Hey, check.
Allen now on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First down, Bill.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, Allen going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they get a fourth-quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now here is another interception. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker, and he will score. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Off of play action, Darnold trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
First and goal, Buffalo.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
At the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So Allen's going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Second down and goal. Allen. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Shifts by him, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Here we go.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Jerry Hughes on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The